Hello, hello, hello. Merry Christmas. If you haven't been here before, my name is Caleb. I teach guitar. And usually I do like these 1 hour sort of daily walk you through practice lessons focusing on a lot of technique and breaking down to a number of different guitar skills, and we focus on kind of one song a week. This is Christmas, where I'm doing a different song every kind of weekday leading up to Christmas in December. And so here we are. And so today we're doing Joy to the World. So I'm going to play through the song once, and then we'll break it down. So, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And saints and angels sing. And saints and angels sing. And saints and angels sing. Rejoice, rejoice in Jesus reigns. And saints their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. No more will sin and sorrow grow, no thorns infest the ground. You come and make the blessings flow, for as the curse was found, for as the curse was found, for as the curse was found. Rejoice, rejoice when the Most High, while Israel spreads abroad, his stars that glitter in the sky, and ever worship God, and ever worship God, and ever worship God. So that's Joy to the World. Now, if you're a savvy guitar player and you were watching that, you'll realize the whole song is just 3 chords. If, on the other hand, you're a sort of a newer player, you haven't really played much guitar, you might have been distracted by my wonderful tufts of hair, or my singing or something, or the tree or something in the background, and you didn't quite notice. But we'll go through those chords right now. So we have the D chord. Now, this is the D chord. Now, ideally, with all our chords, we want to keep our thumb over here behind. Sorry, the first kind of home behind the nut there. Our thumb off to the side. This is the D chord. So first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string, 2nd fret of the 1st string, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Form a little triangle or a D, like a D. And you play 4 strings when you do the D chord. It's important that because that 4th string, now that's the open D string, that's our bass note. We always want the bass note, unless you're intentionally doing some sort of like moving bass or leading pattern, you always want the bass note of the chord to be the note of the chord. So this is the D note, therefore that is the bass note we want in our D chord. So if you're doing like a finger picking sort of boom chick pattern with for the song, like I did it off at the start, like joy to the world. So I'm doing that D, and then I'm plucking the other first 3 strings with my 3 fingers here. Joy to the world, and then I change to the G chord. This is the G chord. It's a 4-finger chord. There are 3-finger versions, but you want to do the 4-finger version, especially like with D and A. Like it's better because when you change from D, you put this finger down here, and then they stay put, and you move these up here, and you want to keep that thumb position so you don't stick out your hand like this. You want to keep it nice and relaxed. G, and then you take those 3 fingers, then you bring them in together onto the 2nd fret to an A, and so that's those 3 chords there. And that's why you want to do that 4-finger version of the G, because it makes it D, G, A, D, G, A, D, G, A. Makes it nice, easy transition in there. Still something you have to practice if you're quite new at it. But there's your 4-finger G chord. You do 6 strings. So this note here that my 3rd finger's on, that's our G bass note. So if I'm doing joy to the world, the Lord. So my thumb went down to the 6th string, Lord, and then A, and the A open A string, 5th string is come, D, G, A, D. So the bass note outlines the chords. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. And so that's and the whole song is just sort of D, G, A, D, G, A, except for the and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing. So it's just D, G, A, but we have that D to A in that sort of bridge, that B section there, where it kind of changes. But otherwise it's just D, G, A, and you just have to use your ears to know when to change. Because ideally, again, we want to use our ears as much as possible while we're playing the guitar and learning, and like you want to ideally have an idea of what the chords are and learn to figure them all out by ear, because we're training our ears. As a musician, you want to have a really good ear for what's going on. So that's the straight boom chick picking pattern there as well. So that's really simple to do. For the and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing. So if you do fingerstyle, that's what I'd recommend doing. If you want to have, because it's quite like a triumphant joy sort of hymn, like a carol. If you want to have that real triumphness to it, like you can, and like as you're caroling and you need more volume and stuff, I recommend doing the strumming pattern. Because that gives you more volume and more momentum. So we got this like kind of pick strum, up down, up 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 joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing. Now, you can't, for that ending thing I did there, you can do a D, A, D quickly. If not, like if that's too hard because you can't change chords that quickly, you can go, and it's not as good, but it's all like, you can take that finger off there and open. That's kind of okay. Now the one other thing that I did there that I like is you can kind of do a little bit of palm muting. And saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing. But otherwise, that's the whole song. It's like a lot of the good traditional carols and things are like they're either like a different chord every single, like 2 chords a bar and a different chord progression every line, and or something, so it's really complicated because they're really melody focused or something like that, or they're really nice and easy and just like 3 chords, maybe like a dominant, maybe with a secondary dominant in there at some point, and so you get this nice mix. And so like we did like 1 or 2 tricky ones last week. I want to like just do like, because I'm doing a different song every day and I'm just focusing on going through the basics of the song for you. Like I do want to just kind of be quick on the money. another reason why I'm doing this as well is because I have all this writing work that I have to get done. I'm ghost writing a 12-part space opera, and so I have less time to just spend like an hour and a half on here and talking to people and asking questions. So even though if you can catch it live, that's great. You can feel free to ask me questions. If you're on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, like follow me on twitch.tv/CalebRockstead or on Facebook with Learn Guitar with Caleb, and you can kind of be notified of when I'm going live and stuff. I need to figure out the subscriber button as well for those of you, because like that way you do get notifications and things. Sometimes if you follow, you sometimes get notifications, but otherwise. Anyway, so and I guess the final thing. So this is like whatever you choose to do, whether you choose to do like the picking sort of the boom chick pattern with your fingers, or whether you do a strumming pattern and stuff. You want to have, again, we've got a couple of things going. You have to be able to do those chords and change between them comfortably and quickly, ideally while singing. And you're juggling a number of different skills here, and this is why, again, any song you want to learn is a combination of skills, and this is why in the usual kind of like weekday lessons that I run, we walk through things slowly, and we go over exercises, and the idea is that you can play along with me and ask me questions, and you're getting some practice in and stuff. Okay, so that's Joy to the World, D, G, A. We're gonna smash it out now. I know there's been a little bit of like some brief cuts with the upload speed and stuff while streaming. So if you couldn't watch all of it, or if the video on Twitch is messy, you can go to Facebook at LearnGuitarWithCaleb or to YouTube to watch the recorded version without the same errors, and it's probably higher quality as well because it's not streaming live, and the bandwidth for streaming is a fair bit lower than what I've got recording here. So anyway, here's Joy to the World. If you we're going to go nice and slow so you can play along with me if you and otherwise enjoy. So I'll do a little bit of intro, just like joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare you, and saints and angels sing, and saints and angels sing, and saints and saints and angels sing. Rejoice, rejoice when Jesus reigns, and saints their songs implore, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeats the sounding joy. No more will sin and sorrow grow, no thorns infest the ground. You come and make our blessings flow, for as the curse was found, for as the curse was found, for as the curse was found. Rejoice, rejoice in the Most High, while Israel spreads abroad, like stars that glitter in the sky, and ever worship God, and ever worship God, and ever worship God. And that's the song. That's Joy to the World. Nice, easy, great one for caroling, because even though it's still one of the more religious ones of the Christmas songs. It's like, it's joy. It's about joy, and it's got that da 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 da. It's got that descending melody, and it's just one of the ones that everybody tends to know, even if you don't like a lot of the religious-y ones. But I love the religious-y ones. They're good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you can, if you get on Twitch, you can be part of the community. You can actually ask me questions while we're doing this and stuff, because I'm doing it live here. I only had a couple people watching, and no one was really chatting today or anything like that. So like, it's nice, short, quick lesson and stuff, but that's alright. Otherwise, have a great one, Guitarsters. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll pick something slightly more. We've done the last two ones we've done have been like sort of more traditional ones, so we'll do something a little more modern, up tempo and stuff. Well, this is still pretty up tempo. We'll do something more modern though tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in tomorrow. See you later, Guitarsters, and all the best.